Hey guys, Ultimate Toy Collector here. Today we're going to take a look at another amazing figure from NECA Toys. This is Clubber Lang. This is one of the variations of Clubber Lang that NECA has put out for the 40th anniversary Rocky line. They re-released some of their figures and updated them. Now this is Clubber Lang, like I said, one of the variations from Series 1, which is 4 figures. You got 2 versions of Clubber Lang, and you have 2 versions of Rocky, all from Rocky 3. Now, if you take a look at the packaging here, I'm going to go over something real quick. The box is the window style packaging that we've seen with a lot of NECA's newer figures. All right, it's collector friendly. As long as you get the little twisty tie out of there, pop them out of the package. If you want to put them back in there, very easy to put them back in and store. All right, got a picture down here, Clubber Lang, who's also Mr. T. I pity the fool. All right, so on the side here, 40th anniversary Rocky Clubber Lang Series 1. Now, when I first saw the package, I'm like, wait a second, Rocky, maybe it's the 40th anniversary of Rocky, but not of Rocky 3. And that is correct. 40th anniversary of Rocky. Rocky 3 was put out in 1982, so it is not the 40th anniversary of Rocky 3. So, a little synopsis right here on the back. And down here are the other figures. Let me bring that in for you guys. So we are going to be taking a look at this version, all right? And then we have this version and these two. Definitely one of my all-time favorite movies. And actually, right before I decided to open this bad boy up, guess what was on TV? Rocky 3. And I sat down and I watched a good portion of the movie. Before I decided, let me open up Clubber Lang. All right. So ages 14 and up. Look at that face. Just look at the face on this figure. Very intimidating, menacing, and like he's ready to rip Rocky apart. As Mick said, he's an animal. So, all right. Let's open this up. Also, I'm gonna leave a link in the description of the video. You head over to Big Bad Toy Store and pick up these figures for yourself, especially if you're a Rocky fan. You know, NECA was awesome enough to re-release these figures. They weren't out on the market all that long, and they were in high demand. So the first wave flew off the shelves, and you know, now we're getting another chance to pick these up. And hopefully, I believe that there will be some newer additions added to the Rocky series down the line. Not sure, but if what I heard was correct, we might. So let's open this up and take a look. All right, here's Clubber Lang out of the package. First, let's just take a look at the face sculpt here. I almost feel like he's sweating on me, like he's ready to rip my head off. NECA did an outstanding job on the head sculpt. All right, capturing every essence of Mr. T or Clubber Lang, ready to rip Rocky apart. All right, his beard, his mohawk, his muscles, his glove, everything. Just take a look at the definition and the sculpting of the muscles. Excellent job. Clubber Lang. All the way down to his boxing shoes and the high socks, the shoes with the little tassels. Attention to detail is important, and they got the detail all the way down to the gloves. All right, so articulation is the same as the originally released ones. One thing that I've heard people say, and I've said it in a lot of reviews, if you feel like the figure is somewhat tight, apply a little heat using a blow dryer. That'll soften the plastic and allow you to move it without really damaging the plastic on the figure. So it'll give you a chance to pose it and play with it without the figure actually like snapping. All right, so we'll start from the top. We already took a look at the sculpt on the figure. He actually makes me jealous because right now I'm jealous of a toy. I wish my chest and abs looked exactly like this. I need to do some more push-ups and sit-ups. But all right, so head sculpt is very clean. Paint apps are amazingly clean. Nothing negative to say at all. Articulation in the head is great. You can turn it all the way around, up and down. Great articulation. So that takes us to the shoulders. Up here, you can get them pretty much to about a T to get the shoulders, the arms out straight about so. You lift them straight up over the head. And you can still put them down to the side a little bit. Now as far as the elbows, the one thing that NECA has done with a lot of their figures where they're showing more flesh is they've made the joints or kind of like overlap, so you don't see like the split in the skin. For some figures it looks pretty good. Here I kind of wish they would have given him like a double elbow. You can see right here in the tricep area, he bends at the elbow, but it's a single jointed elbow here, a little funky. But if we had a double elbow, you might have been able to get a little bit more range in there with the gloves and with the hands. I think that would have came in handy, but this is what they end up going with. All right, so the gloves here, you can spin them around and you can get a little side to side, so you can get a little minor movement with the gloves. Great job with the gloves. Again, no complaint with the paint apps. Paint apps are very smooth. I feel like they have little like elves, or I don't know, little magical Keebler elves painting some of these figures, and you know, the detail that goes into it is absolutely amazing. Look at the chest here. Again, paint app. I believe this is like the injected plastic mold to give the skin color. But again, very smooth, very detailed, and he has an ab crunch right here where you can get a little extra bend. Obviously they're boxers, they're going to be throwing punches and they're going to be moving, so you want to be able to get some good articulation out of them. And even though you have the ab crunch there, you also have a waist swivel, which you can turn side to side, which again, excellent for good posability on these figures if you're putting them in fighting poses. The trunks, sculpted great. You see it says Clubber. These are old school boxing trunks. Again, no complaints on the paint app on them, very smooth. Now, as far as the articulation of the legs, you can get a pretty good split without tearing the shorts here or making it look like his balls are going to pop out. Can't really put the foot forward, but you can get it out to the side. All right. Now again, same issue with the elbows. Is the same issue with the knees. They have like a little overlap. Double knees would have been preferred because then you could, make him take a knee when he's getting knocked down. A little more posability, but it's not the worst thing. And again, when he stands, you don't see those joints in here. Looks very smooth. So I do understand why they went with this look over the double knee. And you could spin it and turn it, pose it pretty well. Now, as far as the only other articulation will be down on the ankles, spin around, up and down, and also some articulation on the toes, which is good. No cuts in the socks or in the calves. So here is our contender for Rocky. This is Clubber Lang. I like this figure. I like this version. I like the facial expression. One thing I think NECA probably could have condensed it and given us Clubber Lang with two heads, but I understand why they did it. They do wear two different outfits in the movie, and NECA actually produces those two outfits on these figures. All right, so that's why you're getting different face, different trunks for both Rocky and Clubber. And same thing with Dolph Lundgren for the Ivan Drago figure. But can't wait to see the rest of the figures when they come out. I do want that Apollo Creed figure with the flag, or actually I should say the top hat, and Rocky holding the flag, which is a repaint of the NES version, but still looks amazing. So I can't wait to open the rest of these figures and pose them up and let them have a little bout amongst themselves. What do you guys think about these figures? Do you like the Rocky figures? Are you glad to see them re-released? Is there anything that you would like to see? I know me being a Rocky fan, I would love to see a Mickey figure. I would love to see a Paulie figure, and even Adrian. They could do that as like a 3-pack right there. So make it a Toys R Us exclusive or something like that. Those are 3 characters that I would definitely like to see. I would even like to see Thunderlips. Thunderlips, that would be an awesome figure to have. So, well, thanks for checking me out, guys. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, The Ultimate Toy Collector. Like the video, share it, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And until next time, guys, happy hunting.
Be sure to check out www.bigbadtoystore.com.